We have a woman with us right now who does a lot of work with a group called Concerned Veterans of America. She's here in her own capacity today. But the issue that got her involved in fighting for veterans' rights, fighting for the rights of Americans all over the place, in particular for our warriors, is that she lost her son on August 6, 2011. He was one of America's elite warriors, SEAL Team 6, Aaron Vaughn. Please, a warm welcome all the way from Stewart for Aaron Vaughn, Gold Star Mom, Aaron Vaughn.
I got to tell you something. I travel all over the country right now speaking on a Defend Freedom tour with Concerned Veterans for America. And we have security teams all over us. And I've never felt more vulnerable than I felt crossing that street. But I want to tell you something. I don't care. You know what? Over 30 years ago, Ronald Reagan said some of my favorite words he ever spoke, and he said a lot of great things, but he said, "You and I have a rendezvous with destiny." Woo! We can preserve this, the last best hope of man on earth, or we can sentence the next generation to take the first step into 1,000 years of darkness. And then he goes on to say, if we are to fail, if this way of ours is to be lost, then at least let it be said of me that it did not fail because I failed to try. We are not cowards in this nation. We are fighters. And I'll tell you one other thing. We've got a president right now who made this deal with Iran in the midst of the supreme leader over there, the Ayatollah, telling people that America was arrogant as they chanted death to America, death to Great Britain, and death to Israel. We negotiated with Iran to release their nuclear scientists, but we left hostage 4 American citizens who we did not negotiate the freedom for. Yet this is the same commander-in-chief who turned 5 Taliban terrorists loose in exchange for a traitor. We have been banned from nuclear inspections. I know I'm preaching to the choir. I know that you know all of this. But did you know that this same arrogant administration that we are subject to right now, whether we like it or not, until we stand up and take a stand against them, did you know that Secretary of Homeland Jay Johnson did not know who Katie Steiner was? Did you hear about that? How out of touch are these people? How out of touch are they? I've had it, and did you know that Ash Carter's solution for the 4 Marines and the 1 sailor slaughtered in their place of work was stop wearing your uniforms to work? We're in a mess. And last but not least, I know everybody in this crowd understands that what we are doing right now is we are appeasing Islam in every way, form, and fashion that we are capable of, including the death of our only son, who an imam was allowed to pray over while he was 7,000 miles away from us in a cold, ice-cold casket. And an imam was allowed to pray a prayer over him, condemning his soul to hell, which we know he had no power over that. But this is what our U.S. military allowed to happen for appeasement. And if you do not know by now, if you're someone here by any chance who doesn't understand exactly what Islam is, this is all you know. That young man who just shot the Marines and the sailor, Abdulaziz, it was found that he was researching online ways that he could make himself right with Allah because he had gotten a drunken driving ticket. And do you know what the conclusion he came to was? Kill infidels. And that's what he did. That is Islam. We've got to stop it. We are now facing the greatest Islamic power the world has ever known. Now that Iran will be armed with nuclear weapons. And there's never been a time in our history where it's more important for us to stand up and lock arms and stop this terrorist fascist in our White House.
That's right.
Jackie and Danita are passing around sheets of paper like this because everywhere I go, people are angry. They want to do something. I've joined an organization, and so has my husband Billy, called Concerned Veterans for America. It is an outreach to veterans across this country. 22 million citizens in this country are veterans. 22 million. It's also an outreach to veteran families and then patriots in general, so everyone is welcome. We are having a tour stop, a Defend Freedom tour stop here in Fort Lauderdale on August 1st. And Jack and Danita are handing out flyers. You can check this out. Here is a way for you to get involved and be part of the action to stop this nonsense. Thank you, and God bless you for coming out.